Greetings Zombie Slayers, Sloopy Jim here. Welcome back to my solo high round strategy guide for the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies map, Shadows of Evil. If you've enjoyed this series, please remember to rate and comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and that would be much appreciated. In the last episode, we looked at how to unlock the Pack-a-Punch area, doing all the rituals by the end of round 2. And now we're going to be looking at the first steps in unlocking the special weapon, the Apothicon Sword. So these are basically 3 symbols that you need to locate and view from the elevated train. The train has 3 stations, 1 station for each of the major districts in the map. And as you head up towards the station, you'll actually have a side gate, exactly the same sort of thing for each of the 3 districts. Once you head up to the side gate, just take a look at that epic tentacled mothership type thing. It's crazy looking. But as you head up these stairs, this one is on the left here. We open this up for $12.50, and you'll find a fuse located up here. It will spawn in 2 different random locations, but it's easy to spot because it glows. And you'll also be able to look around and find a part for the zombie shield. So 1 fuse, 1 zombie shield part in each of these locations for each district as you take that side gate on the way up to the station. Just so you guys know where to find those parts. Now we're going to head into the station, and there's a very useful map here on the wall. It shows your stations, and the question marks represent these symbols we're going to have to spot. So we're heading from canals to waterfront. The symbols are on the left hand side in the direction of travel. So we can change the destination, but it's already set to waterfront. We're going to click on the little button to get the train started. So you just want to look out the appropriate side of the map that those question marks were on, and then basically you'll come to a window. If you hit the pause button just as you see the symbol, you can jot that down on a piece of paper or memorize it if you've got a crazy good memory. Because you'll need that later. There are 3 symbols. There's no particular order that you need to actually use them in, but we'll get to how you use them a little bit later. So there's another one coming up here as well. After a while, you'll remember where these locations are, and we get another symbol. So what I'm doing in game right now is just jotting this down, sketching it down so I know which symbol it is. So we've got 2 of the 3 symbols that we need on the way to this waterfront station. So just like the map showed, we saw those symbols where the question marks are. So where we're going to head to now is we're going to head from waterfront all the way up to the footlight station in the north of the map. And we can see that there's another question mark that we haven't got yet on the right hand side in the direction of travel. So that's where we're going to be looking out to try and get that 3rd symbol. While we're here, we've got enough points to potentially open that gate up. But I'm thinking right now that I'll probably try to get Jug after this at some point early here. So we're just waiting for the train to reset. It takes maybe, I don't know, 20 seconds before it resets, and then you can use it again. So it's already set to footlight, and we're going to be heading up to footlight. I'm just double checking. Yes, right hand side in the direction of travel. Press the right button over here. There's a cool weapon in here as well, the bootlegger. Alright, so the right hand side, we've already seen that symbol, so we don't need that one. We've already jotted that one down so we can remember that for later. And we're going to turn like a corner coming up here and start moving onto the new part of the track that we haven't been on yet on the train. And this is where we're going to see the 3rd and final symbol in this window here. So you can sort of see the windows coming because they glow that red color. So again, we're just going to be jotting that one down. So those 3 symbols, you're going to need those to, almost like punching in a password, to unlock a location in the subway part of the rift. So that's where we'll be heading next. Now you do need to have a beast mode available to you. In solo you get something like 3 per round, something like that anyway. I didn't take a lot of time testing that specifically, but I know you have 3 to start with in the first 2 rounds. For the rituals, and then I think we've run out at this point. So we're just going to hit the Gobblegum and see what we get here.
Maybe I'll save this for later.
So we get Sword Flay. Melee attacks deal 5 times damage. So this is really useful in the first few rounds because you can one-hit kill zombies for the extra points. But I thought I would try it out as a strategy on this map as well for the later rounds. And by the way, here is the plane from Mob of the Dead. How cool is that? You can hear it coming. It's got that really dodgy like diesel motor sound to it. You can hear the guys like screaming on top of it. Pretty cool little Easter egg there. I don't know if it's going to be storyline related. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, we're heading back to the Rift. Yeah, getting back to that sword flay. I thought I'd try it out in this map because the special weapon is a sword, and I thought it might give me some extra damage in the higher rounds. Okay, we have to get to the next round now because we've run out of our beast mode usages. So we're just going to wait for the zombie, and then we're going to kill him off. Spend a round in this location here. Keep another zombie, and we'll be able to build some more points up that way as well. Now, at the start of this round, as soon as the round starts, we're going to be using that beast mode. Here's the chain trap. How weird looking is that? It's like one of those Magwa hearts or heads or something. Alright, so kill the last zombie. And we should get another beast mode to use now. So we'll use that straight away. And another little trick that you can use so you can do this quickly is once you go into the beast mode, and just waiting on it here, head over to this wall. So this wall is where our next item is located we need to collect. And if you hit pause on that, so you're not actually running down the timer in beast mode, you can actually just check it to see exactly where you need to zap for those 3 symbols that we gathered. So we're just checking those out, and then we head back into beast mode and zap those 3. Any order, it doesn't matter, and then you'll unlock a little secret area there. Now we're going to just break open that crate, zap the thing there, zap it now, another power box there for mule kick, and up here to open up the gate. This opens up into the this area here of the map, and we unlocked stamina up as well.
Is everything normal?
Now with that little room, that little alcove that we opened up by entering those 3 symbols in beast mode, we'll be coming back to that because we have to actually collect an egg out of that. That becomes available for us, and that will be required in the next part of the steps to get the Apothicon Sword unlocked. But in the meantime, I'm just taking out a bunch of zombies with the sword flay effect while it's still active because it's just about to wear out, and we're going to be going and getting Jug. Getting Jug is going to be the next goal for us here because we are starting to get into some of the higher rounds. Still not super risky at this point, but it's a good idea to get Jug as early as you can after you do the essential stuff. So coming up to this area again, this is where Jug was located. So you might remember we opened this up. This was the first gate that we opened up. But we do need to turn the power on, which means going into beast mode to zap the little power box next to the perk machine. And unfortunately we've used all of our beast modes for this round in zapping the wall back in the rift area. So we're just going to be building a few more points off these zombies and heading into the next round so we get that beast mode available to unlock the Jug.
Don't scare me.
So yeah, this strategy is a really good one for getting set up, and you can see right there, that is why you want to step back when you knife a zombie, because you'll get a drop, and sometimes you don't always want to set the nuke off straight away. So we're just going to wait on the beast mode becoming available here so we can get Jug as soon as we possibly can in this round. There we go. So we're going to zap this power box to open up the stairs into this area, and then open up Jug with that one. And there's another box that I want to smash open, which is located down here, and this is going to be opening up something that we'll need for one of the steps in getting the Apothicon Sword. So we're going to break this one, and that has a little like Cthulhu statue in that, something.
Remember what happened? Did anyone see what
I'm not sure 100% if it's actually like aliens that are in this map that are the protagonists, or so we just get Jug here, or if they're like supernatural like beings of some kind, you know what I mean?
I think I can feel something.
I'm not exactly sure what direction track we're going with it, but it's a pretty cool vibe. I like it. It's got like a retro sci-fi feel to it that I really enjoy. Okay, so we have Jug here on round 4, so I think that's a fairly comfortable time to get it. If any of you guys, have difficulty with the early parts of this strategy, you can always get Jug earlier rather than completing all of the rituals super early like I did. It'll just make it a little bit tougher with some of the stuff you have to do if it's in higher rounds. Okay, so we're heading to the waterfront station. So just like the other station locations, there is a side gate on the way up the stairs, and opening up this area we can find a fuse and a zombie shield. Just like I said before, in each of these districts has the same sort of setup. So once you work out the layout of the map, it's actually fairly simple, logical and straightforward in the three main districts and where everything is located. So what we're going to find here is a part for the rocket shield. That part there is like some gas cylinders or something for the shield, or fuel cylinders, whatever they are. They're probably the hardest part to actually spot because they look kind of like junk and they're quite small. But those parts will spawn in 3 different locations, random for each game. The fuse spawns in 2 different locations and is easier to spot because it glows. Alright, so at this point, once we pick up the egg back in the rift area, there are going to be... remember that statue with the tentacles that we unlocked from the crate? That looks like Cthulhu? Well, basically, there are going to be a few of these located, one in each of the main districts and one in the rift area. And what you have to do is, once you get the egg, you have to place it down on one of those statues and then kill zombies around it, and it collects the zombies' souls until the egg is charged. Then you can pick the egg back up, and you need to do that at each of the locations in order to unlock the sword. But for now, we're heading to this next area here in the Footlight District. So once again, you head up the stairs toward the station, open up the side gate. There's also a build table here, and you'll find a fuse located along here in this general area, along with a zombie shield part. The zombie shield in this map is really cool, by the way. There it is right there. So we now have all the parts for the zombie shield, and this area of the map also has that build table. There's also a build table located back at the waterfront area as well. So there's 2 build tables. I kind of like the fact that there are buildables in Black Ops 3 Zombies, but there's not like tons of buildables for every single thing like we had in Transit, for example. So there's the zombie shield, guys. I'm going to be demonstrating what that can do as we go through, as I will with all of the cool new stuff in this map, such as the new monkey bombs and stuff like that. Alright, so Gobblegum time again, since we ran out of our effect on the last one. This is Arsenal Accelerator. So this charges our special weapon faster. Unfortunately, we don't actually have the special weapon, so it's going to be completely useless to us. We might try and get another Gobblegum effect in the next round. So we're going to be heading down to that little alcove secret room that we opened up with the 3 symbols earlier. And we're going to be picking up the Apothicon egg off this epic looking sword stand thing. And we're also going to be putting the fuses in here. So right there is where you put the fuses in, the 3 fuses that you've collected. And that unlocks the ability to use the Civil Protector. The Civil Protector is super useful even in the higher rounds. So you can see there, once we place the egg in the statue, so this is one of the statue locations, you need to kill zombies around it. And you'll see like a blue type light going from the zombies when they die nearby the statue and charging the egg. Once the egg charges, it glows a blue color and you'll hear a sound effect as well. Unfortunately, these little flying creatures, they don't charge the egg. Neither do the rollers that we'll see later in the game. So that kind of sucks. I guess they're not zombies. So they don't have that special zombie essence that's needed for the egg or whatever.
I think I just went through the looking glass.
Now, once you open up the portals to the rift in each of the different districts, they will actually open up a separate portal inside the rift area, the subway there, and you can actually work out which one of the portals will take you to which district. So that's really handy later on for certain strategies that you can use to get from the rift to specific parts of the map and vice versa. And I'll show you some really good round transition strategies where you want to get the Civil Protector and then go straight into the Rift again as quickly as you can. I'll show you some of those as we get into some of the much higher rounds than this. So we're just leaving one of these little creatures alive. They don't do too much damage, but we're just going to try out some of these, what are they called? Proximity trip mines. At this point, when I was playing this, I'd heard that there was some weird thing with like the donut and the cake stands throughout the map, and I was trying to work out what it was, but I know how to do it now. But at the time, I didn't realize you had to do it for each of the different ones throughout the map. So that's why you're gonna see me chucking a couple of these down on the donut stand. Okay, so we're heading into the next round here. Now, at this point, what is going to make it much, much easier and much safer for you when you're charging up these eggs, because this location right here in the Rift is a really safe, easy location to charge the egg up. But a couple of the other places in some of the districts are really close quarters and really, really dangerous. So what's one thing is that you can use to do it really safely is remember how we had the danger closest Gobblegum? Well, if you pack a punch the starting pistol, or you happen to get something explosive, you know, or with a splash damage effect like the ray gun, if you get lucky out of the box, the launcher, I guess, although I probably wouldn't recommend that. But basically the starting pistol, if you hang on to the starting pistol and pack a punch that, it becomes like a Mustang and Sally dual-wield explosive round, awesome, epic weapon. And if you can pack a punch that and get the danger closest Gobblegum, that lasts for 3 full rounds, and you'll be able to just stand next to the thing, next to the statue. So you can see the eggs charged right there. I've got a Magwas to deal with as well. But yeah, you can basically just stand next to the statue and just like fire the weapon at your feet with the explosive rounds, and will kill all the zombies. They won't be able to even get close to you. So that's really definitely the safest way to charge the egg up playing solo. It just means you need to get 5,000 points to pack a punch, and then you need to hit the Gobblegum machine until you get danger closest. But you've got a 1 in 5 chance, so if you hit it, because it's an activated effect as well, if you hit it prior to actually getting enough points to actually pack a punch your starting pistol, it shouldn't be too hard to get it ready to go for when you do pack a punch.